15-year-old Jordan was referred to multisystemic therapy after he had been arrested for breaking into an empty house with a friend while high on his mother's prescription pain medication. In addition to drug use, he also had a history of fighting, skipping school, and running away from home. Jordan didn't care what he did or where he would end up. When his mom expressed her concern for him, he always stated that he simply just didn't give a. But more than anything, Jordan's mom feared he would end up incarcerated just like his father, who had been locked up since Jordan was 10 years old. Multisystemic therapy, MST for short, is what saved Jordan from following in his father's footsteps. Here's how. Instead of placing a youth away from home only to release them back into an environment where nothing has changed, MST treats the problem within a youth's natural ecology, their home, school, and community. When a youth starts multisystemic therapy, a key process they will go through with their family and therapist is a fit assessment. The fit, as it is commonly called, is an MST tool that helps understand problematic behaviors by identifying what is driving them. By following the MST fit assessment process, it makes it easier to prioritize which behaviors and drivers to target first, and then properly develop measurable treatment goals. Jordan's most troubling actions usually happened when he had left home, so his family and therapist decided to target that behavior first. His fit circle for running away from home looked something like this. Jordan and Mom sometimes fight because Mom tells Jordan that she doesn't want him to end up in prison like his dad. Jordan gets upset when his mom says this because he misses his dad and doesn't know how to have a better relationship with his mom. Mom doesn't know where Jordan goes, doesn't know how to find him to get him to come home, lacks skills, and feels hopeless. Mom doesn't know Jordan's peers. Supervision gaps when Mom is at work, so Jordan can run away before she gets home. There are no clear expectations, rules, and consequences for Jordan's behaviors. Jordan is not involved in pro-social activities with pro-social peers. After carefully analyzing Jordan's fit circle, the drivers his therapist and the family agreed to prioritize first were: there are no clear expectations, rules, and consequences for Jordan's behaviors. Mom is unsure how to find him and get him to come home, lacks skills, and feels hopeless. Jordan is unsure how to communicate with his mom, so they have conflicts. The goals identified were that 1. Jordan's mother would set clear expectations with matching consequences and rewards. And 2. Jordan would work to communicate with his mother and express his emotions in a healthy way. For Jordan's mom, being the only parent in the house made her feel hopeless. However, the therapist helped her get the confidence she needed to put clear expectations and consequences in place. The first was that Jordan would be allowed to go out with friends, only if he was home on time and shared his location with her on his phone. If he complied, he would get extra time to spend with friends over the weekend. But if not, his phone service would be turned off. Jordan did not like the sound of this at first, getting defensive and verbally aggressive about having his things taken away. The MST therapist, who was on call at 10 p.m. when the conflict occurred, understood Jordan's frustration because he was not used to having consequences. Together, the therapist and Jordan's mother explained how we all have consequences for our actions, even adults, and the importance of being held accountable. After an empathetic conversation, Jordan calmed down and realized he needed his phone service on in order to personally call his dad and stay in touch with his friends, so he soon adhered to this. After learning more about Jordan, his therapist noticed his deep love for basketball. She asked why he didn't play on his school's team, and he admitted that he and his dad used to play and talk about it nonstop. But after his dad's arrest, he gave it up. It wasn't easy, but through persistent motivation, Jordan's mother and therapist empowered him to try out for the basketball team, which he ended up making. They then worked with the corrections facility where Jordan's dad was located to get the two of them to start visiting with one another again. First it was over the phone, then face-to-face. Because they both shared a love for sports, Jordan began to update his dad after each game, which helped them rebuild a relationship that once seemed impossible to repair. By understanding and treating Jordan's interconnected actions, his behaviors began to improve in all areas. Jordan was not inclined to skip school, now that he had to attend to stay on the basketball team. In addition, he also formed pro-social relationships with his coaches and teammates, who motivated him to try out for football in the fall. Having his phone location always shared with his mom and having regular sports practices after school gave Mom peace of mind and more confidence to create other expectations with rewards and consequences down the line. MST works because it considers unique behaviors and the systemic context in which they occur, and it empowers the family and surrounding systems to be agents of change. It is through this empowerment that caregivers learn it is possible to manage their own youth's behaviors and create long-lasting positive transformations. MST. Proven results for families and communities.